Off we go from Denver. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ready, set.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw. Down, but this one is incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? It gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Give to Hall running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up at 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run with Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. And
that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Willis looking to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Williams. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They run it again with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That would give up the middle to Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jets. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Jets 14, Broncos 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And check down complete to Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Jason Myers to kick off for the Jets.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. It's a play fake. Here's Willis on the move to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 27, Wilson. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Work out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. Room here to run. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Play action. Now Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here we go with Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The busy night continues for Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd down, it's Willis. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3rd and goal, Willis. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Tariq Woolen in on the stop.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Paul want to give up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Paul again on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. They have some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Carter once more. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A handoff for Hall. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Jack,
Hall again on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Throwing, Willis.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Willis to throw.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here...
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it.